It's time for the Sun Belt Weekly Pick'em. Bennett's the leader. So you ready to do this week's?
What happened last week? What happened last week? Was I perfect? Did I erase my gigantic deficit?
Bennett had a perfect week and went from being down 2 to up 2.
You were probably close to perfect though. How did you do?
No, I wasn't. All right, shut up.
What a week. Do I have to pick first now? Is that how it's going to
go? We can rotate kind of how we've been doing.
All right.
Southern Miss, Louisiana. I'm going with the Raging Cajuns.
Yeah, I also like Louisiana here on a Thursday game that maybe before the season seemed like it would have been fun, but is less fun now.
1 second. I got to write this down. For all of our podcast listeners, Bennett is doing a little hokey dance. ODU Liberty.
Liberty's a 13.5 point favorite. I've wagered a responsible amount of money on ODU.
With Bet Online. Use promo code BELIEVE, promo code BLEAV.
I also wagered a responsible sum of money on ODU money line. And I'm taking the Monarchs to win, mostly out of spite in the fact that I think Liberty is a fraud. If Liberty wins this one and covers, I'm going to have to admit that they actually have a pretty solid football team. So that'd be frustrating.
It's really annoying because I'm going to take ODU here. But, like, if I didn't have morals, I would go Liberty. But the fact that they're not just a church with a football team, I could never pick Liberty. They're a fraud of a school. They don't deserve to have a charter. They're an absolute joke to the educational system in America, and the Flames need to be extinguished this weekend by the Monarchs. Screw Liberty. App State, Georgia State.
Sean Elliott told me his team would never look like fools again. I'm not going to doubt him. So I'm going to take Georgia State to beat App State.
You know, a wise man once told me that Sean Clark is now coaching for his job.
He figured it out the last couple weeks. They won 2 in a row. Somebody told him.
I'm going to pick Georgia State here because I think Sean Elliott has understood that he's coaching for his job week in and week out. Troy, ULM. Troy.
Troy, the one positive about not getting the waiver would be not playing Troy again because they're terrifying.
They're a wagon, baby.
They are a wagon. Troy wins this one comfortably.
They're a 21.5 point favorite. Do they cover that on the road against the Warhawks?
Probably. I don't know if ULM's going to score.
Wouldn't it be funny if ULM becomes the highest scoring team against Troy?
Put up like 35.
They 17.
Is that it? In Sunbelt play?
Troy in Sunbelt play, the most points they've allowed, I believe, was 16 to JMU.
I keep forgetting that Texas State couldn't score on them either.
It's insane. Yeah. Texas State, Coastal Carolina, 2 teams vying for their postseason lives. Texas State can't lose again, and they need Troy to stumble twice.
Yeah. If I was going to watch one Sunbelt game this weekend, I think it would be this one.
I'm going Texas State.
Okay, I'll go Coastal. I think it's going to be a quality game. Coastal's quietly won, I think, 4 in a row.
Yeah, and Texas State is a 1-point favorite on the road.
Yeah.
Arkansas State, South Alabama. Don't look now, but Butch Jones has the Red Wolves vying for bowl eligibility after crying on the sidelines just a few short weeks ago.
You think he'll cry if they clinch a bowl?
Probably. He seems like a crier. I respect
Probably.
it.
How does South Alabama have a worse record than Arkansas State? They're objectively so much better at football. I'm going to take.
They're not though. I don't think they are anymore.
I think they are. I'm going to take them. They're a big old favorite here. I think they've been getting just bad luck this year. It's a bad luck year for them. Chalk it up to bad luck.
I'm going to go Arkansas State. I think they're figuring stuff out.
That'd be sweet.
South Alabama is a 12-point favorite, so the fact that I'm picking a double-digit dog on the money line just straight up does worry me. Georgia Southern at Marshall. So earlier, just like 4 or 5 weeks ago, I was thinking, is Huff going to leave Marshall soon? Is Huff gone soon? Thinking that he was going to get another job at a P5. Since thinking that, Marshall is now 1-4 in Sunbelt play, sub 500, fighting for bowl eligibility. They're a 2.5-point home underdog against the Clay Helton-led Georgia Southern Golden. No, not Golden Eagles. They're just the Eagles. Georgia Southern Eagles. I'm going to go Georgia Southern here.
Yeah, me too. Marshall has 1 offensive touchdown over the last 3 weeks. That's bad.
Yeah, that's not good. I can tell you that much. Not good at all. So that's this week's Sunbelt.
Oh, you're skipping the boys.
All right, one second.
If UConn beats JMU, it is going to be the funniest thing for JMU fans. We're talking like New Year's 6. We completely overlooked this game.
You know what this game kind of reminds me of? Remember JMU Elon in the season that we were on the podcast proclaiming that we were like, this is the JMU team ever. And then Kurt Signani came to Bridgeforth, snapped our 25-game home win streak. JMU wins, but it does kind of have that feeling where we just like, screw this team.
Yeah, I think JMU wins too, but it would be funny. I think it would be kind of funny, to be honest with you.
I would be crying, and then maybe like 48 hours later, I'd find the humor in it.